continuando aqui. Vamos lá. Como meu contador não tá funcionando, eu acho que eu vou tirar. O que eu faço com esse contador, velho? O contador tá bugado. Vou botar uma coisa em cima. É o jeito. O contador tá bugado pra caramba, esse contador. Vambora. A história tá ficando boa, não vou mentir.
Oh, thank heavens. No more befuddling riddles and clouds of sleeping gas.
Ficar aqui até uma meia-noite aqui terminando essa história aqui, velho. Hoje eu termino. Prometo que hoje eu termino. Eu quero terminar hoje, é claro, né?
But how did you know that EZIO was coming to save us?
In Leonardo. Moreover, I think I may have
That sound is familiar, isn't it?
Som do Leonardo da Vinci, o...
Safe. Looks like my friends from the Thieves Guild
a máquina dele.
rescue Leonardo and Signorina.
I always thought that assassins worked alone.
Quite the opposite. We are the manifestation of a belief. A belief in freedom and the ability to fight for it. We do not hold to any authority but our own. And many share that belief. That's why we are never alone.
Just like the artist that painted these. I imagine they...
So, the outline of their story should be clear now. About 20 years ago, a group of painters led by UCCELLO. You can still sense the enthusiasm in their work.
Reproducing reality, but in the narrative quality of space itself.
Of the concept, I suggest you review Plato's theory of forms. Rather than simply copying nature, as artists, we should...
Jealous of them. They are so talented and knowledgeable. Unlike me.
Let me show you some tricks. Better than your linear perspective.
Here, UCCELLO lifted a stained glass to showcase his wondrous optical phenomenon.
Keep altering our work with that strange pigment of yours. Oh, what a mess. And it goes against our patron's instructions. What if they find out about it?
lines to give the work a little more life. Fine, I admit it. You know what you're doing.
He's right. I say we keep. It's not like our patrons are ever smart enough to figure these things out anyway.
It never occurred to me painting could be for enlightening me.
Huh? Of course. To paint is to find freedom. That is what it always has been.
Info creation. But it didn't last long.
We must suspend funding for now. There is simply no money.
Artisans were kicked out of the cathedral, stripped of their right to finish their final painting, leaving no room for negotiation.
No payments and no written records were left behind.
Had to go on. These painters and artisans scattered each one, doing what they could to earn their bread. But always...
That night, I returned to the dome, but I never expected to find UCCELLO there as well. Then others came, one by one. Turns out, I wasn't the only one reluctant to leave my work behind.
Tem um puzzle aí da visão águia aí que o puzzle da visão águia que é bem no meio. Que aí você vai passar um traço assim, outro traço assim, você descobrir que é bem no meio. É um puzzle da visão águia aí que eu achei... É bem criativo os puzzles da visão águia. Bem criativo. Olha, ó. Que ele tem que você fazer um traço, é bem que no meio que vai estar a chave. Aí é que ele conta a lorezinha aí, ó. Que é a lorezinha daquele tempo lá. For the Braxton Ray of Line. Essa cutscene é boa, essa história é boa. Essa parte aqui.
Let's leave something behind for our own sake. Birds with grayish feathers. Bells that ring at dusk. Or the Arno River running free. Let's do it with all that we have left. Our brushes and pigments.
So that is what all of this is.
The stalker.
UCCELLO. UCCELLO.
Nothing. What happened after that?
É bem provável que amanhã, pessoal, vai gravar o último capítulo do Guns, viu? Que eu deixei de lado, que é do evento. O evento acabou aí. É bem provável que amanhã eu grave. Ou deixa pra segunda. Junto com o que tem que gravar Three of Themes. Eu quero acabar logo aquela história. Porque já vai chegar o outro capítulo. Inclusive, eu esqueci de falar pra vocês do Three of Themes. Tá tendo um evento que tá resumindo toda a história. Tu praticamente tu senta numa mesa, tu revisa com todas as pessoas que aconteceram na história inteira. Porque já vai começar a parte 2 do jogo. Aí eles estão só resumindo tudo, velho. Aí eles vão ver que é o que tem relação com o NXX e tal. E assim vai. Tá tendo agora a historinha lá. Inclusive, falando em Three of Themes, encontramos a contraparte de Raiden Ryoma. O nome dele, bem aqui, deixa eu até pegar o nome dele aqui. É um dos parentes. Three of Themes. Vou botar Google. Three of Themes. Eu esqueci de falar pra vocês aqui, ó. Three of Themes. Austin von Hagen. Tá aí, ó. Austin von Hagen, ó. O que vocês acham dele aí? Presidente da indústria Sparks. Inclusive, sabe por que ele parece muito com o Raiden Ryoma? É o seguinte, ele abandonou o próprio filho. Sim, começa logo aí, abandonou o próprio filho. Foi preso por fazer coisas ilegais. Nessa historinha ele voltou a voltar na empresa de novo e agora ele tá lutando com seu próprio filho. O que vocês acham dessa referência aí? Pai, é doideira, velho. O que vocês acham dessa referência? Tá uma história muito boa, inclusive, lá agora do evento. Deu um ban nesse cara aqui, é muito carniça, esse Austin von Hagen, velho. Tô vendo a historinha dele do evento. É uma história mais de briga, de conquista, de família. É uma doideira aqui. Ele não apareceu na história principal, só a história de secundária.
Projects they worked on, leaving their signatures, these symbols behind to mark their work. To celebrate this touching story, I've hired hired a team of talented artists to reproduce their paintings. La primavera di Firenze.
Che bello.
È un titolo terribile.
Even better here. A map straight from the Spanish court with a direct route to India.
That is worth all this fuss. If Marco Polo is to be believed, not even there can one escape the troublesome rumors of murder.
Humanity's thirst for gossip knows neither geographical nor temporal boundaries. But this apple still finds it so strange that all the rumors about these complaners turn to the era. Lies always travel faster than the truth.
Well, I wouldn't say that. In fact, the rumors didn't really hold much weight until you arrived. The Complaners' relics weren't the most important thing we were searching for. In fact, we were looking for an apple. One very much like the apple we had lost. It was only natural for us, and the Templars, to keep an eye on you. Of course, it turns out you weren't the apple we were looking for.
And you're only telling me this now? I thought we were friends.
It's only because that apple brings bloodshed and war wherever it appears.
Well, then it does sound like quite the troublesome thing.
You caused quite a stir in Firenze yourself. No need to be modest.
Esatto. You are an amazing apple in your own
Cara, que eles misturam muito inglês, francês. Eles misturam tanta coisa aqui nessa dublagem aqui.
My only regret is that I never got the chance to dissect you and study your inner workings.
Misturam francês, misturam um monte de coisa.
I hope you don't mind, but I think you may have to keep that regret forever. Ah! Miss Sotheby, why did you sneak up on me like that?
I did not. I just wanted to tell you that Burton and I met an old gentleman down there who was kind enough to give us direction.
É mesmo, eu tô devendo ler a história lá dos brasileiros lá. Faz tempo que eu tô devendo ler essa história dos brasileiros.
He said if we keep heading northwest along the Arno River, then the Vecchio eventually.
I do believe you may have skipped some, if not all, of the necessary information.
Ezio, I suppose we must say goodbye to our dear Firenze for now.
Oh, that red is so vibrant, like an endless field of poppies.
What did I say? This place has the best view. A place of beauty like this is a fitting place for farewells. With some of my fellow painters, we discovered that Prato Vecchio is rich in a special mineral. One need only grind and heat it properly. Then presto! You have yourself some invisible pigment.
So that's the source of the pigment used in the fresco.
Brought some from his hometown to Florence.
Just a hint of this powder, and you are able to create a vast array of remarkable colors.
Firenze Red.
É um bom nome. Uma semana depois.
Finally, that darling little house up ahead must be Mr. Uccello's home.
just realized something. When he learns from us that his friend Bianca has been dead for years, he might be very sad.
Will be an old man by now. A man of his age grows familiar with death and farewells. Let's go.
Oh, who are you? Where did you pop up from?
Apologies for the intrusion. We're here looking for Paolo Uccello. We have a letter here addressed to him from one of his friends.
Tem NPC secundário, os caras capricham, velho, rapaz.
Friends? I'm not sure my father would agree he had any friends.
Is that so? Well, the letter is signed Bianca.
Bianca? You should have said so earlier. Please, put the letter down. It's meant for me.
The letter mentions a particular piece of stained glass and details of the fresco in the Florence Cathedral. We assumed it must have been meant for Mr. Uccello.
It appears I've deceived you as well. And perhaps the Uccello you friendly strangers are looking for.
Uccello.
It who? That fresco was the last work we did together. Father passed away soon after, leaving behind my sick mother and a pile of debts. He took sculpture, masonry, painting, frescoes, everything. I learned all I could from him, and after he died, hoped to accept commissions in the... But once I left Firenze and began using father's name to make a living, some of his old patrons were kind enough to keep sending work my way, provided I concealed my true identity.
Oh, so you're the imposter.
I admit I tried to imitate father's style in my earlier works, but I'm much more than just an imposter.
Mine should be a mirror, capturing and reflecting the truth and beauty of nature. It seems you still have much to learn.
Huh. Mine's as a mirror. Ridiculous. Let me tell you, a painter's mind should be like a sheet of transparent glass. Sees the image inside the painter's brain.
Ah, eu me esqueci, tem uma notícia boa pra você. Deixa eu só finalizar esse negócio bem aqui. Boa pra nós, que isso aqui vai ajudar bastante a gente, já já. Eu esqueci de te contar, foi te contar. Fui descobrir agora essa notícia. Quer lembrar, quer dizer. Vai gostar dessa notícia.
Sister, women like her have seen much pain, but they never let it defeat them.
Bit more profound. I believe we might become good friends.
Pera aí, deixa eu terminar logo bem aqui o reverso logo aqui, essa parte aqui.
Perdonatemi, may I ask, what?
Deixa eu terminar bem aqui.
You said you are an auditore, see?
Yes. You know about my family.
I thought so. You look so familiar. I'm sure you know your mother, Maria Auditore, funded my father for a time. Lighting. He passed that knowledge on to me.
I see. And you applied that knowledge to your frescoes, huh?
What goes around comes around, right?
citizens, assassins, outsiders. Our identities may differ, but our actions are all deeply interconnected. This apple has never felt so moved by the warmth and power of community.
I heard a lot about your family from father. He was always very grateful to you.
Funding. Perhaps you wouldn't have had to.
Your family helped us more than we could have ever asked for. Your mother once commissioned my father to paint a family portrait. Do you remember?
I had no idea.
It was many years ago, and the painting was never finished. But I believe it should be returned to you. Consider it a token of thanks for delivering this letter all the way from Firenze.
Grazie. This is
Interessante. Ó, que legal.
padre, madre, Federico, Claudia.
Daí só sobreviveu foi só a mãe e o pai. Não, foi a mãe, o tio e a irmã. E ele. O restante tudo morreu.
Petruccio.
This draft captures the younger version of you perfectly. I can vouch for that.
O restante tudo morreu, velho.
What a lovely family portrait. Even the weather looks lovely. The painter did a great job capturing a wonderful moment.
One of the sweetest of my life.
O que eu achei interessante aqui, que nesse exato momento aqui, agora que eu tô analisando a história, é que é o seguinte, pra quem jogou o jogo do Assassin's Creed, não percebeu isso, né? Como é que o Ezio se sentiu após a morte dos pais dele. Não contou, né? A Ubisoft esqueceu. Eu lembro muito bem. Mas aqui eles estão vendo a parte emocional dele, que a gente não viu na Ubisoft. Tá, aqui tá um ponto positivo, mais um ponto positivo pra colar, velho. Que ele não... Você pode nunca mais ter a gente, caraca. Isso aqui não teve no jogo não, cara. Tô achando muito bom que pelo menos eles adaptaram algo que era pra ter no jogo. Que é o lado emocional dele. O que aconteceu, sabe? Como ele se sentiu após perder a família. No jogo não mostra muito, mas aqui tá mostrando mais, entendeu? Quando ele perdeu a família. Aqui. Com isso, finaliza esse vídeo aqui. Obrigado a todos. E fui.